Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Sorry, I had to tie my shoe. Or I will stand up, step on it, and hit the ground. We don't want that, do we? We don't want Dion hitting the ground. Oh, happy Sunday, happy sober Sunday. Sunday. Yep. Good stuff, right? Sundays are usually smaller than Saturdays. So, because there's church. A lot of people in recovery go to church. And good job, man. Good job. Proud of those that get back to their original faith. You know, we're all going to find God in different ways. And the world is full of ways to find your higher power. It's really just becoming a little bit more open-minded to what the world has to offer. Yeah. This one's not going to be too awfully long. We're doing Mother's Day today. I'm taking almost all my kids and grandkids are going. Pretty cool, huh? That'd be 10 of us. We're going to go invade my mother's house. Kind of excited. This is the first time ever that I've had all the kids and grandkids together in one place. Well, actually, that's not true. It's been a long time though. But part of the reason I'm doing it is it isn't that I don't get along with my brothers and sisters. It's just, it feels so fake. Like they don't want me around. So, you know, I love my mother, but somebody else is going to be there. I'm not allowed to say who, but nobody else can. My favorite auntie is going to be there. So my mom calls it, hey, your aunt's going to be here. Do you want to maybe change your mind on being around your brothers and sisters? And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. But I figured the best Mother's Day gift I could give my mother was bringing all the kids. Yeah. I had to kind of show off a little bit. Well, I went and healed my family, man. It's a big deal. My family's healed. Big deal to me. Morning, Leisure. It's good to see you. I'll let people know that what happened Friday is still kind of pissing me off, but not as much. Still got some of those revenge thoughts. Well, I could write my letter. I could do that. You know, no. Today it's about focusing on having fun, hanging out with the kids, hanging out with the grandkids. Yeah. Thank God for recovery. Without recovery, none of it would have been possible. None of it would have happened. If I wouldn't have gotten sober, none of this would have happened. I'm the father, I'm the husband, I'm the head. My wife's the breadwinner, but I am head of family. Now, I do have a running joke, and that joke is that I wear the pants in the family, and Leisure, that's what I kind of came up with. The best revenge is to be a better person. Yeah. That's what I came up with. And that tells me that I'm on the right road with that, right? Yeah. That's what that means. So thank you for confirming that. I appreciate that. We're going to be reading the 9th step promises today. As soon as I can find it. There it is. All right. I just know it's on the page. I know it's into action on the right at the top. That's all I need to know. Like I said, this one isn't going to be too awfully long. I still got to jump in the shower, kind of get ready. So welcome to Daily Trade. In fact, I'm still wearing yesterday's shirt. So, but welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. Sunday's usually my day off. And so, yeah, but let's get to this. Day off doesn't mean from recovery. It's not what that means. So let's get started. We are going to start at the top of page 83. And right here, you know, we're going from 9 into 10 here. And at the top of my page, it says, I don't say sorry if I was wrong. I don't say sorry. When we're doing amends, sorry is not a word that comes up. It's been used. We've already beat, you know, when it comes to sorry, I'm like the little boy that cried sorry instead of wolf. Nobody believes me anymore. Nobody believed me anymore. And I didn't believe me anymore. So sorry is not going to fit the bill anymore. The only true amends, for me anyway, was change behavior, being a better person. It's all I could do. It was all that was within my power. I do not have the power for other people to forgive me. I don't have it. All I can do is clean my side of the street. Yes, there is a long period of reconstruction ahead. We must take the lead. A remorseful mumbling that we are sorry won't fill the bill at all. We ought to sit down with the family and frankly analyze the past as we now see it, being very careful not to criticize them. You know, when I'm talking to my kids about things that I did wrong, I ain't thinking about the shit they did anymore. I'm sorry. It just doesn't pop into my mind. For most people, and I'll admit this, for most people in this world, I forgive, but I don't forget. Unless it comes to my children. Then it's an all-around forgiveness. My wife, my mother. It's an all-around forgiveness for those people. You know, if I'm frankly analyzing the past, the only thing I can really talk about is my side of the street, man. I have a rule. I can't go play in your backyard until mine is clean. Remember, you got to clean your room before you can go out and play. All right? Work before play. Work before play. We ought to sit down. Their defects may be glaring, but chances are our own actions are partly responsible. I taught them how to act that way. They were just following my lead, just like I followed my parents' lead. But I made a decision when I got sober that I was not going to utilize tough love. Good morning, Amber. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I know Amber will really appreciate. Awesome. I love Travis. Travis is awesome. There I go. I apologize. Sorry. I apologize. I'm blowing anonymity. I'm making amend now. Let me rephrase that because I fucked up. Amber sponsor's awesome. So, yeah. Oops. I make mistakes, but I caught it. I caught it this time, right? But Amber, today we're doing Mother's Day, and it's the first time since I got sober that I will have all my kids and my grandkids. I'll just be missing the oldest daughter. She's got to work today, but we're going to have the grandkids. So she will at least be represented. So a good day. Gonna be a good day. All right. So their defects may be glaring, but there's a good chance that we taught them that behavior, right? So we clean house with family, asking each morning in meditation that our Creator Show us the way of patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. Does it say anything about having tough love with your kids? No. Well, tough love wasn't out yet. Well, it was, but it just wasn't called that. Anyway, the spiritual life is not a theory. We have to live it. Unless one's family expresses a desire to live upon spiritual principles, we think we not or should not urge them. We should not talk incessantly to them about spiritual matters. They will change in time. Our behavior will convince them more than our words. We must remember that 10 or 20 years of drunkenness would make a skeptic out of anyone. Right? So it's my behavior that's going to make the change. My kids did not want my spirituality. They did not want spirituality. I did not force it upon them. Some of them have decided to go that way. That is their decision, though. And I support whatever decision they're making. It's what I do. I have no right to judge anyone, including my children. Absolutely not. You know, there may be some wrongs we can never fully right. We do not worry about them if we honestly say to ourselves we could right them if we could. Some people we cannot be seen. We send them an honest letter, and there may be a valid reason for postponement in some cases, but we do not delay if it can be avoided. We should be sensible, tactful, considerate, and humble without being servile or scraping. As God's people, we stand on our own 2 feet. We don't crawl before anyone, right? This is not about pity. This is not about these other things. It's about humility, humbling myself. Humbling, okay? So when we do amends, they should be forthright and in abundance, right? But at the same time, you're not required to take shit from other people. I'm not going to be servile or scraping. Yes, my master. Yes, no. See, I have a little bit of self-esteem now. I kind of know who I am a little bit better. Yeah. If I'm doing a 9th step and people start calling me names, I'm done. I will walk out. I'm not going to tolerate it. There's boundaries, man. Except when to do so would injure them or others, and I consider me an other. Okay? And I have very strong boundaries. But that didn't just happen. I had to work on them over and over. I fucked it up a lot. I did. But that's how I learned. All right. Now we get to the reading part. I'm really going to have to speed this up because I got to be done by 10:30. So if we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. All right. There's contention on that line. Is it halfway through the steps or is it halfway through the 9th step? I believe that is halfway through the steps because, number one, that was my experience. Number two, you're never done with the 9th step ever. So how would you know that you're halfway through? Just my thoughts on it. If you have other thoughts on it, if it's the other way for you, please post it. That is my experience. It might be different for you. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. That would be a pink cloud, a new freedom. See, when we experience new things, what we're doing is we're creating new mental pathways for us to be able to solve our problems. Yes. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We need that. We need our past. It's gold now. We use it to help other people. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. That means that sometimes in the calamity of all things, we can just sit down and, I don't know, talk to God a little bit. That while the chaos is going on, earlier chaos went on and I did not have serenity nor peace. There was another cat fight. So can really stay calm during that. In fact, I had to yell, I'm like, what the? I went up there, I'm like, what the fuck? And they broke it up just because I did. All right. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. I'm going to say something, and it is not a challenge. The further you go down, the further you can go up. The further you go down, the more experience you have, the more you can actually help. Right? That is not a challenge to go back out and make your hard life hard so you can find more experience. Let God supply you with those experiences, okay? That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. All right. So my feelingness of uselessness and self-pity, it has not all the way disappeared. It comes back every now and again. I'll be honest on that. We lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. That's a big one. Because it determines our attitude. It's a big one. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. I don't think it was right to put both of those together. Oh, Amber said my cats started fighting recently. One of them thinks I don't love her anymore, so I've been giving both of them lots of love and telling them I love them, and I don't have to worry. That they don't have to worry and to stop fighting. Hopefully, this new Casio will help. Yeah, that isn't a situation like that, unfortunately. But good job. Good job. We need to rehome these other two. I think it's the only way. So I have, fear of people and economic security will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. That is the unsuspecting inner resource that you will find. Yes, you will. Intuitive, not brain, stomach. Our intuition is in our stomach. If something isn't right, our stomach says no. If it does, then you get butterflies. I don't care how old you are. Alcohol cut that off for a while. Now it comes, and then it comes back. Use your intuition. It is correct. Your intuition is God's will. Okay? We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. And thank God he does. Because Lord knows I need it. Lord knows I'm sick. Heal me, Lord. Heal me, Lord, today. Heal me now. My granddaughter is sleeping in the other room. She's probably like, where am I, church? All right. So we're going to do the reflection here. My first true freedom is the freedom not to have to take a drink today. If I truly want it, I will work the 12 steps, and the happiness of this freedom will come to me through the steps, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. Other freedoms will follow, and inventorying them is a new happiness. I had a new freedom today, the freedom to be me. I have the freedom to be the best me I have ever been. And I really needed to hear that today, because I'm going to be around some people that I don't think they believe that I've changed. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming on that, right? And I need the freedom to be me, or I go a little cuckoo, man. So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you, Amber. Good to see you, Leisure, as always. I love you. You know I do. Peace out.